G'day guys, welcome to How to Make a Platform Game, Season 2, Episode 1. My last attempt to make a platform game on the other channel sort of failed because it sucked, using GameMaker of course, as you can see, but this is it should be better now that I can post videos longer than 20 minutes anyway, 15 minutes rather. Anyway, what I've done is I've imported all my old sprites, which basically consist of player, wall sprites, and coin sprites at this stage, because that takes ages to make. It's a good idea to I'll start off by saying it's a good idea to always label your sprites properly, because when you're going through a list of sprites, sprite 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's awful. It just makes a real pain in the butt to work stuff out with that. It's just like sprite 23, what was that? But if you label them correctly, and always start with SPR because of stuff to do with objects and things like that, I'll get more onto that later. It just can become a pain in the buttski. Anyway, what we're going to do is create an object first up, and we're going to name this obj for object, and call it player. Now, keep in mind that for every sprite you have, you don't necessarily need an object. You just need a sprite for every set of objects or something. I'll show you more on that also later. For instance, for a player, you only need one object, but you might need multiple sprites. Now, what I'm going to do is say when right key is pressed, I added an event obviously, when the right key is pressed, when I find it, not there, oh there it is, when the left key is pressed, what we want to do is move the character left. Now we can do that in 2 or 3 ways, but the easiest drag and drop way is with this. Start moving in a direction left at a speed of 5. That's pretty basic, very basic coding. Also, we want to make it so our multiple sprites work. So we want it to change sprite to left. And you'll need to do that for right as well. And speed of 1, yep. Okay, that all works fine. So basically now, when I make a room and try it, it should work properly in the left direction. But that doesn't help us if we want to press the right button, does it? And most platformers, like Mario, all go in the right direction, towards the right. So that could be a pain in the butt also. Now we're going to introduce some coding, because coding is betterer. And, coding gives you more freedom in this in all things, but particularly in this. So all we want to do is call x, because every object in this game, in GameMaker, has its own x value. Now all we want to do, x plus right is 5. That will move us in that direction, towards this side of the screen, the right side of the screen, because directions always work. X is vertical axes, and towards the right is plus, and towards the left is minus. Now your y-axis, which is up and down, plus will go up, I think. I'll have to get back to you on that, but I'm pretty sure plus is up and minus is down. And you'd think that's how it works, but that's not necessarily it, because this can be quite confusing. Anyway, and change the sprite again. And that's basically all we need to start off with. And I can show you that both of those will work by creating a room and putting the object in it. Now my sprite's pretty rubbishy, but I made them myself because it seems a bit of a cheat to use a GameMaker ones. As you can see, I use Audacity to record. Yes. I forgot about that. Now when I press the right button, when I press the left button, okay, apparently it doesn't work properly. See, that's what I mean. Failed to run the game. Okay. I knew I'd do something wrong. First episode and we've already stuffed it up. And we're going to call this room, or ROM, 1. You don't really have to rename your rooms because nothing else starts with a room, but I like to do stuff like that. Okay, what we know. The right key was working, I guess, and that was working. But when I press this again, oh, I know. Wait, do I? I don't know. Oh, wait, yes I do. Keyboard. Well, maybe I know. We'll find out, won't we? Change this to nothing. That possibly might fix the problem. Maybe, if we're lucky. Yeah, I use Audacity to record my voice because my microphone's pretty crackly, even though it's Turtle Beach and now it's having good quality. Alright, now we're working. Sort of. It doesn't like instant switch over. You gotta sort of wait a second apparently. And that stuffed it again. Alright, that's all good. It's all good. So we have object player that works mostly. I'll get a friend onto that to see if he can work out the bugs, because he's pro as at this. I'm just not that great. But there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it unless... Let's try one thing momentarily. Delete that, and we'll use coding for that. And now, the reason I put the plus before in front of the minus key, the equals key rather, is because it doesn't really matter, but minus equals, not plus, minus equals 5, because it doesn't matter which way you put it, but this sort of works. So it works, so it's going there. Put it that way. It doesn't matter if you put it before or after, but you have to put a plus or minus in if you want it to be changing things relatively. For instance, if I just said when right arrow key is pressed, x equals 5, it would instantly transport it to here rather. Okay, that works. I'm going to have to close Avast for this annoys me. Give me a second. There we go. Now, go away. You're excused. Okay, so that works. And that's the basics on how to create a moving object. I can also show you why stuff in a minute, but we'll do that later. Okay, so next we want to create another object. This time it's going to be a wall object. Now, I've created 5 wall sprites, as you can see. Here. 5? Yes, 5. Now, you're going to need an object for all of these because they're walls, and you probably don't want to be changing that randomly. So, object wall, start with stone. I'm not sure how it will change. Now, you don't have to use capitals. Capitals become annoying in code, so I don't use them too much, but it's alright, up to you. Also, the reason that we use obj and SPR is because if you just call it wall stone, it'll say, well, what's a sprite and what's an object? Once again, it becomes a pain in coding. So, wall stone, it doesn't need anything about it except for it must be solid at this stage. And what I'm going to do is create a group, which is just called, it's just shift insert. I'm going to call it obj wall, object wall. Easy to remember. Then you just drag and drop that in there like that. Really, really easy. Now, where am I up to? About 9 minutes, not bad. Okay. This might seem a bit amateurish, but I can't be bothered getting my iPad out for a timer. Okay, object wall again. This time it's going to be grass. E. The reason I'm saying grassy is because grass and glass sound much alike, and I have both glass and grass in this game at this stage, and you don't want to stuff that up. One letter can be a very annoying thing, as you're about to find, as you will find out later. Object wall again. What are we going to call this one? Dirt. Already done grass. Of course. Dirt. There we go. One at the top. Solid again. Now you might be wondering why I have so many different wall sprites. I am too. This is meant to be a simple game. I don't know why I have so many wall sprites, but they might come in handy. Next one's wall wood. Not wuss, wood. Solid again. But with these you can create modifiers. So if I'm walking on stone, I might walk faster than if I was walking on grass, for instance. Although that might not actually be the case in real life. That can be a little tricky, and again we'll do that later. Wall, and what was the last one? Glass. Like, ever played Minecraft, you'll realise that when you walk on glass or walk on stone, it makes a different sound. Well, you could do that in this game. It's quite versatile. With the light edition, this is the light edition, as you can see up the top. It will be, what am I trying to say? It will let you do things, of course. It will let you do games in sort of 2D, like this, but the light edition won't let you do 3D games, although they are harder to... go away. They are harder to code with 3D games, because you've got to incorporate a whole lot of other stuff. Okay, so that works, sort of. It looks a little buggy, but it's probably just my computer. Not very good. Okay. Now, what do we want to do next? I assume we'll want to be adding in gravity, although I might... Oh no, we've got a bit of time. Oops. Not good. Those links are annoying. Okay, once it unfreezes, I'm going to have to go in here and pop over to a platform game I made an age ago. Yep, go away. Internet Explorer. I don't actually use Internet Explorer, I use Opera, which is really good, and I use Chrome on my computer. My iPad, rather. My brother uses Safari, but I don't like Safari. It's a bit slow and silly. Okay. Sprites. This was a really good game that I made. Okay, I'm just checking gravity. Okay. I know how to do this now. Now, Object Player is going to be the one with a major amount of these. So we want to create a step event that basically means as soon as something happens, do these. Now, the first thing we're going to add in is comment. Every coder needs comment. Comments are good. Now, check whether in the air is going to be out. Basically, comments let you know what each block is doing, or whatever. Now, I want one of these. Check empty. Y should be -1. Only solid, relative to the object. And we'll do that just in case. Now, what was the other one? Okay, set the gravity. If a position, so if loop. If a position is collision free, if there's nothing underneath the player, do this please, and I need to find it now. Set gravity. That's on move, isn't it? Set gravity. If the position is free, and I think gravity should be about 3. Double check that. Set gravity to 0.5 in 270. Direction, okay. I'll trust myself on this. And 270. 270 would be down, because 0 is this direction, 90 is up, 180 is there, 270 is there, I think. Okay. And what was the last step? See, I'm really... Oh, else. Of course, an else. So basically, if the position underneath the player is collision free, set the gravity to 0. Oh no, what have I done? I think I'm checking this, because that would have gone very fast. Okay. Set the gravity to 270 in 0 to 0.5 in 270. But that's basically what else is. But if that is not true, do something else. And in this case, we want to set the gravity to nothing in nothing. Capiche? That is right, isn't it? Yes. In 270. Right. Okay. This should be fun. 270. I don't think that's important, but I'll do it. Why not? Now, another comment. Now, limit vertical speed. Comment's so important. Anyway, basically, what we want to do is look up a variable now, test variable. Test variable. I want it. The variable is v speed, which is obviously equal to vertical speed, is larger than 12. So basically, this is saying if you're going up or down at a speed higher than 12, which is 12 pixels per second, I think, then we want to do this. Change v speed back to 12, because we don't want infinite loops of randomness, if you catch my drift. Okay, so that should work as gravity. Let's find out. Run the game and I'll get an annoying pop-up again, because Avast doesn't like GameMaker apparently. Okay. It works, sort of. What was that? Oh. So could not run the game pop-up. I'll show you what it's meant to do, and I'll look at what I've done wrong. Okay. File, prevalence, reputation. What do you mean? It's an exe file. Okay. Come on. Now, as you can see, my animations don't work properly. Go away. It just is so silly. It's a vast. Oops, let's open the wrong one again. Yay! I know, maybe not. Now, I'm just going to go full randomly off. Go away, Avast. I'm going to disable that for the next video. Should do that. And obviously this is a little buggy. Alright, so we want to adjust that. Actually, I don't think we've got any problems with it yet. I'll work that out at a later date. So, file that in your memory banks and post it as a comment, because that's really annoying. Okay, next one we want is a floor. Direction at most 12 till contact with solid object. Okay, that's a really easy one to set up. Now we want to add event collision with a wall, amazingly. Now, we want to move to contact, direction 270, I think. No, direction. Which basically means keep moving in the direction you are. Maximum speed of 12 to solid drop. That is what it says, isn't it? Indeed, it is. Direction is another variable, which you'll learn a lot about variables in this. Okay, and set the gravity or set vertical speed? Set vertical speed. Okay, this is the other way to set vertical speed, with the down one. Vert speed to nothing. Okay, now we'll just duplicate that event for collisions with all the walls, because it's how we roll. I'm not doing that all the time for different things, it'll take too long. Duplicate's handy. I would love to be able to file events away, because this is a little bit ugly. Okay, now all we got to do is put some glass. Work, damn you! Where are you? Maybe it's not visible. There we go. Might have to adjust that a little bit. And wood. I don't have jump in yet, so this might be a bit awkward. And glass is obviously not visible. Let's check that. Oh, it's visible. Oh, right, that awkward background, of course. I'll have to adjust that too. Many things you must adjust when making games. Yeah, doesn't matter. Ah, go away. And, oh, right. Can't move now. I'm gonna have to fix this later. Alright, we're up to 20 minutes, so I'm going to try and keep all videos around 20-ish minutes, because longer than that is annoying. Just watch coding, and you're not really watching much in my videos. But anyway, this hopefully will be better than the last series, because I'm not cutting stuff off. And if you like it, please like it. If you don't, dislike it. I'd prefer a rating than nothing at all. And leave comments. Comments are good. Favourites are good too, but you probably won't favourite it. Anyway, guys, I'll see you later. Goodbye.